Hit record. Go for it.
All right, welcome. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are when you tune into this. Greetings to you. My name is Danae. I'm very excited to share with you. I have oils now, what? Because that is so important, right? You have made this decision, this investment for yourself, and kudos to you for making that choice, by the way. But now that you have the oils, really it is now what? And so that's what we're going to cover. We're going to be really good about time. So I'll have my timer handy on the phone because I can riff about this probably for 3 hours. And we have about 30 minutes to cover. So let's be really conscious of time. And that being said, if you have any questions now, since we are not doing this live per se, I'm making this recording, I invite you to still take notes, to still write down questions as they come to you, and wherever we share this recording, probably in a couple of different places, in groups, maybe over an email, you'll be then invited to connect with the leader that is supporting you. So if it's me, you'll come to me and ask me questions. If it's Elaine or Angela or Sophia or Megan, you get the idea, right? The one who introduced you to the oils is the one that can best support you. But for right now, I'm that gal for you. So just real quick about me, I am a yoga teacher of 15 plus years, a doTERRA devotee since 2016, and I'm ready to dive in. So bear with me, I am new to Google Slides and also sharing my screen on Zoom, because I definitely don't share my screen when I'm teaching the yoga classes. But I have my little clicker here, so here we go. And that paused it, okay. Okay, here we go. So this is some interactivity for you, okay? So right when I said get some paper, get a pen, this is really going to, I am going to encourage you and invite you to actually take the paper and the pen. So I have oils, now what? I wanna know from you, why did you purchase doTERRA? So go ahead, write 3 reasons down why you purchased doTERRA. I'll give you a couple minutes. And in that speak, I mean about 30 seconds, because right, we're trying to be conscious of the time. Just whatever comes to mind, don't censor yourself. 3 reasons why you purchased doTERRA. And as you're writing, I'm gonna share one with you about why I chose to purchase doTERRA, okay? So at that time, that was July of 2016. It was the very beginning of July of 2016. Maybe like around the 4th, the 2nd, the 3rd, I think. And prior to that, I had a meeting with Elaine and also Melissa, Dr. Melissa, at a Starbucks. I had a really great meeting, but didn't agree to buy the oils in that exact moment. It took a couple of days, you know, and that made it into July. And right at that time in my life, one of my yoga studios was closing. And right after I made the purchase with, no, right before I made the purchase with doTERRA, I also purchased airline tickets to India, which at that time was over $1,000, under 2. And one of my long-standing gigs, Yoga at Work, 3 years, meeting them twice a week, $1,500 plus income every month, just evaporated. So I had what we call unanticipated financial loss. Yoga studio closed after 16 years, and this long-standing Yoga at Work gig, 3 years in the making, just up and quit, no reasons why. And still, because I love the oils, I said, you know what, there's something here, I think, so I'm gonna go for it. So your reason might be different. It could have been health related. It could have been like, whoa, you smelled the oils for the first time and they just blew you away. Whatever your reasons are, write them down. Okay. Whoops. I warned you. I guess I should go with the arrows maybe? Okay, hold on. All right, so if we were meeting live, I would then ask, were there any health concerns as to the part of the reasons why you invested in doTERRA? And then we could spend some time going through a reference book. So since we're not meeting live, we're having the recording, I'm still gonna remind you and invite you to go and connect with the person who first got you introduced, because they can do that with you. And if that's me, if I'm that person, then I can do that with you. So we're gonna go down a little bit. And now, as you are looking at this, you don't need to circle it because it's on the screen, but you can write down on your paper, in terms of these 4 categories: foundations, exercise and weight management, reducing toxic load, rest, and managing stress. As I say those categories, like, what jumps out for you? Do you have a feeling like, oh, it's really the rest and managing stress piece? Or no, I really want to like take back the power and get my foundations in line? Which one is really speaking to you? So consider, and it could be like everything, awesome, right? Or maybe it's one thing. Just take a look at the categories and see, foundations, or maybe it's exercise and weight management, right? Notice what you notice. What is rising up for you as being true? Go ahead and make some notes. Oh, I'm doing it again. All right, who needs to manage their stress while doing this presentation? This girl does. All right, so this is one of our diffusers, the Lumo diffuser. I'm just checking our time because, like I said, I could go for 3 hours. It says diffuse something new every day. Oh my God, I'm all over that. Diffusing something new every day. Probably one of the most common questions people ask as they are receiving oils for the first time, getting started with oils and doTERRA. They're like, what do you diffuse? And I always say, it's up to you, boo. It's up to you. What speaks to you? But here are 2 rules of thumbs you can consider. One is, how do I want to feel? So how do you want to feel? Do you want to feel energized? Like we have this example right here, peppermint and wild orange in the morning. How do I want to feel? I want to really bring down the stress. I want to have a good winding down routine. Okay, how about some lavender in your diffuser at night? Or your breathe oil to help you breathe better at night. So how do I want to feel? And then that's what I want to say about that. So how do I want to feel? Okay, and choose from there. In other words, you can't go wrong, right? Like even turmeric with a citrus, it could be a winner in the diffuser. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, like right now, I'm diffusing coriander, green mandarin, and spearmint. It's 3 drops each. It's a recommendation from Elena Brower. To me, she's a goddess, so it's awesome. Yes, coriander, like the herbal spice, coriander. Okay, so now that was, what do you think that was, as in terms of 3 ways to use the oils? That was aromatic. Aromatic, where we put the oil in the diffuser, or we take a drop to the palm of the hand and just activate the oil in our hands and take a couple of sniffs. That's aromatic. There are 2 other ways to use the oils. Here's internal. And you can use citrus in a glass or stainless steel. I prefer glass. My glass is out of reach, but my glass has green mandarin in it because I'm a big fan of green mandarin. Always a glass, you guys. Everything tastes better in glass. First of all, it's more sustainable. It's better for the environment. So just scratch the plastic. Always use a glass mason jar or a stainless steel container. And citrus is thin as an oil. So FYI, when you are taking the bottle, I'm not going to do this because I don't have a glass to put it in, but you take the cap off and I do the snap it back routine. Otherwise, you're going to have a little bit of rapid fire. Citrus oils tend to be thinner in their texture. So just a quick flick of the wrist and you're good to go. If you get 2, it's okay, but you're not shooting for 6 or 10, right? Just so you know. Okay. Now, yeah, okay. I'm going to say that the 3rd way that we use the oils is topical. And this is an important point. Dilution is super, super important. It's to protect our skin, 1, but also 2, make sure that we actually receive, can you see my hand? Receive the benefit of the oil, right? So if we just go oil neat, and I do from time to time, like right before this presentation started, I put spearmint on my throat to help me with confident speech. But if we just put the oil neat on our skin, then it tends to flash off. In other words, we're not really maximizing the use of the oil. So it's good to use fractionated coconut oil or a carrier oil of your choice. The reason we like fractionated coconut oil is it's always in a liquid state. So if you look on the screen, you can see that roller bottle. So it's always going to be in the liquid state. Really easy to make your own roller ball remedies. And the coconut has been removed, that aroma has been removed. So whether you like coconut or not, it doesn't matter. It's not going to compete with your essential oils. So as you can see, there are ratio recommendations based on age. And yes, you can in fact use oils on everyone in the home, babes to elders. You just want to be extra careful in terms of your dilution ratios with the younger ones because of thinner skin, and also actually for elders because they have thinner skin too. Isn't that nice how we kind of become a circle? So here we go. So your supplements. Hang on. Your supplements. So we love, love, love our Lifelong Vitality. And the reason we love it, first of all, it's the #1 selling product. Yeah, girl, guy, whoever's watching. It's the #1 selling product. And while there are oils inside some of these, it's not an essential oil. Isn't that crazy that the #1 selling product with a 30-day money-back guarantee if you are not satisfied is Lifelong Vitality? So that speaks volumes as to its efficacy. People take LLV when they want to feel younger and feel stronger and sleep better and recover more efficiently from workout, or manage their pain, their pain levels. So we recommend with Lifelong Vitality that you start off slow. I often offer take one of each. So there's 3, right? There is the E-omegas. So this is your essential fatty acids, and any vegans in the house, we have a plant source, so don't worry. This is marine. We have a plant source, so don't worry. So the essential fatty acids are good for the brain, the heart, the skin. Oh wait, I picked up the wrong one. This is the vitamin and minerals. They're both yellow. So I wasn't really looking. Okay, so let's do the essential fatty acids. Yeah, it's right there. Okay, I put it over here. And then the vitamins and minerals, all food-based nutrition. So important. If you are like me, not eating 9 to 12 servings of fruits and vegetables, then this is going to be your lifesaver, okay? Because it's a thing, man. We try to eat well. We do, but 9 to 12 fruits, veggies every single day. If you are already, you get a high five from me. Amazing. Teach me your ways. But most of us, we need additional support. And then this one's extra special. This is Alpha CRS Plus, which acts like as a fire extinguisher to the body. So minimizing the inflammation in the body, which is super important. Okay, so those are the 3, and we recommend that you would start with 1 of each for 3-4 days, and then maybe increase to 2, see how body tolerates. The full dose is 4 of each. And if you go, what? It's okay. You can take 2 of each in the morning and 2 of each in the evening. You can take 2 of each at lunch and 2 of each in the evening. And when people say, oh, I can't remember to take my pills, you will remember to take your pills when you start to realize how you're feeling differently. It will be the best motivation ever. Yeah, so just, put it in a station where it makes sense to you. For me, I have a pill box. This is my bedroom. Hello, welcome. And it makes sense for me to have it there. Maybe for you, it makes more sense to have it at your coffee station or your breakfast nook in your kitchen. So definitely consider where you're going to see it in order to take it. That will also be a good reinforcing factor to really establish the routine of it once you get the hang of it. All right, and we have a suite of other supplements, but I'm only going to talk about LLV. So here we go. Well, we haven't talked about LRP yet, but here's a slide anyway about it, which is our loyalty rewards program. But perhaps in your one-on-one or your class, your friend did share about loyalty rewards. And I'll just highlight it in a quick moment that it's basically the smartest way to shop. You already are smart because you chose a wholesale membership, but the loyalty rewards program allows you to be rewarded for what you spend. So we all start out at 10% and we work up to a 30% accrual based on what we're spending in point value. And we also get our shipping back in, our total cost of shipping back in points. And as you earn these points, you can start to redeem them for whatever you want. Yes, even rose oil, which is super precious and super pricey. So if you earn those points, you can just redeem for a free rose. So, so cool. What I especially like about this is, as you're wondering, oh, I really like what I got in my starter box and I'm not sure where or how to go forward, here is a great idea based on those 4 categories that we talked about, which is the nutritional piece in Lifelong Vitality, reducing toxic load piece, which is the On Guard toothpaste, which is fluoride free and it's whitening, and it's got the clove and the cinnamon oil, which is super important for oral care. The stress and relaxation, managing the stress piece with the balance oil and the wild orange, and then copaiba. I'm missing the 4th category, but the copaiba is like all encompassing overall health. So, 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 so important. Copaiba, we source it from Brazil. So down, now we go. Okay, hold on. Oh, I guess there's more on the slide, but I can't see because of where my faces are. So how can I get rid of the faces? Oh, that's you. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I just wanted to show on this slide, because it was being blocked by our faces, so that the price is $150, the point value is $126. So just to be clear, when I mentioned the point about earning the points, it would be based off of the $126, not the dollar amount. And as another benefit of LRP, the loyalty rewards program, we can also get a free oil of the month. So I just wanted you to make sure you saw that, as it wasn't showing on my end. Okay, so now we're gonna go again. Whoops, wrong thing. So there are 3 waves in doTERRA: use, share, and teach, all right? And they all kind of do this, actually, because as you start to use the oils, you are going to, I can guarantee you of this, you're going to talk about them, which that makes sense. When we like something, we want to tell others about it, right? Like think about your favorite pair of jeans, or your favorite bottle of wine, or your favorite sunglasses. Once you discovered that favorite thing, you couldn't stop talking about it. And so when we say share oils, that means we are talking to other people about our experiences with the oils. We are telling them, wow, friend, how I suffered with this, how this was such a thing for me and my family, and now I have this solution and I want to tell you about it. So that's sharing, you guys. We do that all the time. We talk about the things we like and love. And now teaching others, that's what I'm doing tonight with all of you. I am taking it a little bit further and adding a little bit more information than maybe just direct experience. Maybe I'm going to offer research, or dive into some more esoteric topics, like maybe the emotional aspects of oils versus just the physical. Oh yeah, it's not woo-woo. It's for real. Emotional aspects of oils, so, so cool. So I just want you to think about that as you are diving into this journey of using the oils. Like it's our nature as humans to like care about one another, right? And so as you get these experiences using the oils, you might feel called to talk to other people about them. And then as you get a really good response by doing that, because people always are appreciative when other people think about them, right? You might also feel called to then step into the role of teacher, or to lead others in this experience. And if what I am seeing is like kind of percolating inside, maybe you're like feeling a little flutter in your heart, or you're like, yeah, I think that's me, then again, the invitation is, since this is a recording, that you go back to the person who first shared the oils with you, because they're the ones that are going to be able to support you as you want to move further along in sharing the oils and also teaching others about the oils. And let me tell you, it's super fun. Can't you tell I'm having fun already? All right, so 3 ways to share. We are all about referrals, and referrals, it's like considered the best compliment you can give, right? Like I have an experience with Elaine. she knocks my socks off. And then I realize I need to tell 3 of my friends about this experience I had with Elaine. That is the best compliment Elaine can receive. Now you might be thinking, well, I don't know if like those 3 people really want or something, I don't know, but don't worry, that's about Elaine and them. Like all you would have to do is go, gosh, yeah, I know some people with back pain. I think Deep Blue could really help them. Okay, then great. You connect those people with Elaine, and Elaine takes care of it. And it's okay if those 3 people decide that Deep Blue isn't actually for them. It's okay. What was most important in that exchange is that you saw a need for your friend, and based on the good experience you had with Elaine, you just connected them. And if it's not, how do I want to say it? Like if it's not a fit, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. No big deal. But let that be a lesson to not restrict yourself, right? Like to censor yourself, to prevent your wanting to like help and connect with others. Like we really need that right now. We need to want to help others and to connect instead of have a separation and a divide. So yeah, that's what I want to say about that. Referrals. And then if you wanted to earn supplemental income, then you would want to step into that piece of teaching others. And again, we can guide you and support you. We have a tremendous network of support for those that wish to build this business. And you guys, this is in fact a business. We don't say doing doTERRA because I don't know what that means, doing. I'm building a freaking business, right? So own the language, say what you mean what you say. Like I am building my yoga teacher business. I am building my doTERRA business. So by enrolling a couple of friends, you can earn some income, which is a really cool thing. Maybe it's even more cool nowadays when, small businesses are having to shutter or people are having their hours cut. So something to think about. And then if you really want to go further and replace income, maybe you want to leave your soul-sucking job. No judgment. I don't know if it's soul-sucking, only you know. Okay, and real talk, if it is in fact soul-sucking, there is something out there for you. Maybe it's doTERRA, building a team and having this capacity to change lives. I mean that sincerely. Like these oils, they have changed my life. They have changed my family's life. My father downstairs, my boyfriend, all the beautiful people that I've met along the way. So blessed. So blessed. Okay. So I just took the time. Woo! 10 slides. Here we go. All right. Now, let's just dive in a little bit more deeply about how that would look, because like Jerry Maguire says, or the movie, show me the numbers, show me the money, right? That's an important thing. Like, let's be realistic, right? So like, let's also be realistic about what that would involve in terms of your time commitment. So if you would be interested in just sort of paying for your oils or paying for your product, like supporting your habit, as we would say, your oil habit, that would look like about 3 to 5 hours of work a week. And that would require you to just personally enroll a couple of people, 1 to 2 people, maybe 3. And as you can see, there are 3 tiers listed. There's an elite tier, premier, and silver tier. You can also see the income spread. And you can also see the timeline. Now, this is an average, a range. I'll be transparent with you. When I got my oils in July of 2016, in the next moment, like the next breath, I decided there is a business here, I'm gonna go forward. And I went forward starting with classes in August, and I hit the premier rank in December. So I think that's like 5 months or just about 6. So I'm right in line with the averages. And then it says 18 months to hit silver. So from there, then I hit silver in 17 November. So I don't know, I'm bad at math, but I think you get the point that it's an average, and it's also really indicative of how much effort you put into it, right? Again, this is a job. So like if you're showing up and taking daily inspired action, you're going to see results. If you are sort of sitting on the sidelines, you're going to see a result, maybe in inactivity. Every action has a result. Okay. So then here I got the faces. I don't know if it's just on my end showing the faces, so I'm going to just close it out. So then we have 3 more tiers. We have gold, platinum, and diamond, okay? And supplementing your income. So of course, the numbers are increasing, right, over time, which means the workload would increase as well. So that would be 10 to 15 hours. You would be enrolling 4+ customers, and you would be supporting another leader, okay? So a little bit more time commitment. All right, and then replacing your income. I'm gonna get rid of the faces again. So then there are these other tiers. We already mentioned diamond, but then there's blue diamond and presidential diamond. And I just wanna like circle this amount here because I think people go, well, what does that actually mean, right? Like that's a lot of money. And also that would be a month. I really wanna point that out too. That's like pretty freaking outstanding to me. You know, as a yoga teacher, that is a number that I haven't seen yet. Not in a year and definitely not in a month. So that is incredibly inspiring that that could be possible, one, and also it would be in direct response to what I'm already doing, which is helping people with their health, right? So I want you to know that that's a possibility, and that would include having more time behind the scenes with it, right? More hours of work, 15 to 30. So now it's actually becoming like what I called it at the beginning, a job, a business. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna get rid of the faces again. So this is all about whose lives might you want to change. And I think that you can just close your eyes, you can take a breath, you can center yourself, and just think as you are using these oils and having these tremendously transformative experiences, who do you know that could benefit from these oils? Who do you know that could benefit from having a natural solution? Who do you know that needs this support in their lives? And then, you know, just jotting it down, making some notes, right? You don't have this form necessarily, but you can just write it on your paper where you've been taking notes this whole time, hopefully. And then taking the next step and actually, you know, reaching out to them, right? Or reaching out to the person who first introduced you and making that connection there. Because I can tell you that there have been some times where I've wondered like, oh, should I, you know, should I talk about the oils with this person? And it's always blown me away how like everyone's always been like, oh, yes, like I've been seeking something, or even worse. I remember this one man came to a class and he said, you know, Danae, people have been talking about the oils around me, but no one, do you remember who this is, Elaine? Starts with a D. Not Richard, another one. But no one's ever like come to me and said, hey, do you want to know about the oils? And like, I still think about that. Actually, I'm getting the chills right now thinking about that, because that's, I think was in 2016 when I first got started, and he came and he said, yeah, people have been talking about him and using them in front of me, and like, but nobody said, hey, Devin, like, do you want a piece of this sweet dessert? Well, here it is. Isn't it sweet and tasty? But I'm going to take it all the way over here and not share. That feels awful, right? And I just thought, wow, okay, so like what that means is like I can't decide. You can't decide. You just have to think, yes, these are happening to me. These amazing oils are so wonderful and amazing, and I think they're needed for everyone. And then that person can decide, oh no, I don't like oils, or oh yes, give me some of that stuff. All right, so we have a few more. We're doing okay with the time. Want to get your oils paid for. So here's the thing, real simple actionable steps. You can share samples. right? You can give them an experience of the oil. You can tell them 3 cool things about oils. It can be your direct experience, right? Like, oh, I used peppermint on my belly and it took away my tummy discomfort. Or, you know what, I started putting frankincense in the diffuser and it really helps me sit in my meditation and feel more grounded and steady, right? Or, you know what, I never thought I would use oregano to cook with, but it's amazing. I just take a little bit and it enhances the flavor of my soups and my stews, okay? And then you'll tell them 3 ways to use them. As I covered, topically, aromatically, and internally. And then you can show them some options in terms of getting started, some starter kits. The end. Boom. So simple, so easy. But best of all, we are always here to support you, right? I am here to support you, as is the leader that introduced you to the oils. You're not in this alone. We are one big, huge family. Like when I call my family, my oil family, like that's what I mean. They are family to me. Okay. So in terms of support, we have got you covered. We have so much support. You do not have to do this on your own. Of course, you could reinvent the wheel if you wish. And then there might be some people listening to this recording and they're like, yeah, I got to do it my own way today. I got to da-da-da-da-da. No problem. You do you, boo. It's all good. For the rest of us, this is Elise Shedevy. I'm not sure how to say that. Elise, just take a look at her, man. Look at those eyes. She knows what she's talking about, okay? She is the top performing distributor in the company. They have created a new rank. Remember, we saw all of the options, the tiers to Presidential Diamond. She is a triple diamond, which means she's done diamond 3 times. At least as current as of this writing, as of today, August 6, 2020. I don't know. Tomorrow it could already be a quadruple diamond. I mean, I'm not sure. Knowing this lady, she knows what she's talking about. And because she knows what she's talking about, she's created these, I don't want to say lesson plans, but she's created these daily chats where she offers inspiration, she offers motivation, and she offers daily actionable steps. Because again, this is a business and you need to take daily inspired action in order to see results. And she covers it in 50 days. And you can go at a pace that is like a snail. You could take like 122 days to get through the 50, or you could just go boom, 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 nail it out, you knock it out in like 25 days, you know? And we will support you in either Sunday strolling or marathon training. So I'll like just close with this. When you share doTERRA products, you bring hope and wellness to the people you love, your community, and ultimately the world. Selling the doTERRA way is about service, one drop at a time and one person at a time. We are serving the world with wellness solutions. This is one of our executive founders, Greg Cook, who says this. I think it's very important to note in closing, this is the last one, that when we say we are ultimately supporting hope and wellness to the world, that is because of the whole spectrum, right? The consumer, we are the consumer, we are blessed to receive the oils, but those that are on the front lines, the growers, the distillers, the multi-generational communities that have always been tending to these plants and distilling these oils, they are also blessed. They are also blessed because of our humanitarian efforts around the globe. They are also blessed because of our initiative, which is called Co-Impact Sourcing, where we are all about fair, at the time payments. So they don't wait and they don't wait and they don't wait. They're paid right then and there. And it's about empowering women and men, of course, but so many stories. You're invited to just, search for the sourcing videos on doTERRA and, have a box of Kleenex close by. That would be my first homework assignment to all of you. If you're feeling called to want to share or to teach and lead others, is to find the sourcing video for Nepal. We source wintergreen and spikenard from there. And if you can watch that video with a dry eye, don't teach me your ways. Yeah. All right, so at the end, I would say, are there any questions? But it's a recording. So if you have been following along in the recording and you have been taking notes and or you have jotted down some questions, sincerely, you are invited to connect with me Elaine, Angela, Megan, Sophia, whomever first introduced you, to get those questions answered, because we want you to have your answers. Okay? So if I can offer one last thing is ABD, always be diffusing. And I thank you so much for your time and your attention in watching this. And this is the first of 8, wait, is it 8? The first of 8 continuing education courses. So we have one next week, and then we'll have them through the month of August. September, we're going to take a touch of a break for convention, which you're totally invited to because it's virtual. Yay! And then we'll conclude at the end of September. Maybe there's one in October, I think, because of the way the month gets broken up. Yeah. So Thursdays, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard. We will have a recording because we know people are across the globe. And thank you so much, and have a good evening, good morning, good afternoon.